Okay, I got one thing to say, and I'm getting so sick of this shit, it's not even funny. Girls, if a guy asks you to send nudes, block them. They're not being a young man, they're being assholes. I'm telling you that up front. Do not send any, do not do any of that. Because I'll explain why. Because you guys can get in trouble for that. You girls can get in trouble for that too. Just because you send them. Just because somebody asks you for something doesn't mean you have to give it. And that's a picture, and you don't need to give it to nobody. Absolutely no one. And what you don't get, because it's considered porn when once you do that and you send it, you can get in trouble for it, and so can the guy, which is ridiculous because there's no need for that. None. You guys keep yourselves covered up like you're supposed to. That's just the way it goes. And nobody wants to see those pictures anyway. But I have talked to cops, and they've told me the same thing, is, to try to coach you guys into saying no to people that ask you for that crap. Don't do it, because that's wrong. Because like I said, it's considered porn, and both parties could get in trouble. Look it up. Just when you look it up, type in, if can girls get in trouble for sending nude pictures, and they'll say yes. Not only will you get in trouble, so will the guy. Because I get tired of people messaging me and telling me that this person did this and this person did that. Well, I'm telling you right now, don't. And then don't bother me with it, because I'm telling you right now, it pisses me off. Because if I find out you do it, I'm going to let you have it. The same way with anime, cartoon characters, or whatever. You dress them half naked or have them naked, same thing. It's porn. Don't send nothing like that. Don't put it on tweets and replies. Don't do anything like that whatsoever. Because that could still get you in trouble. Okay, with that subject being done and over with. Zero, I have a problem with you. You need to stop making videos about people, because it's stupid. Only reason being is because you don't have any proof either. You don't really know people in real life, so you really can't say nothing about them. Most of this shit was over role play crap. And what you guys don't get about that is that kids get on here and lie about their age. And that's something you cannot stop a brat ass kid from doing, is lying about their age. But I am going to speak up on that one. Everybody needs to let each other know how old they are. You don't have to give names, nothing, just your age. That's all anybody needs, is your real age. That way they know they can play role play and stuff like that, and that something goes a little haywire, it won't get in so much trouble. But guys shouldn't do that anyway, because it's stupid. Role play is dumb. And the reason why I say that is because, depends on who you're doing role play with, it can get you in a serious world of hurt. Just like all the stupid shit that's been going on here lately. That is just dumb, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And over half of it wouldn't exist, wouldn't have happened, nothing, if you guys had quit doing role play. I'm not a big fan of it anyway. Everybody pretty much knows that. I am not a fan of role play. If I can't play the real deal in real life, there's no point in even doing it on role play. It's stupid. Okay, another one I want to get out there is Rapless. Yes, I talked to the police. I've talked to several of the cops I know in town. I've talked to one in particular, and he's one of my best buddies. I've had him since we were in grade school. He said for me to block each and every one of you that keep bugging me about this kind of stuff, because you have to call the police in your own country, in your own state, and file proper charges. Without proper charges being filed, there is nothing more that you can do, okay? You gotta file charges or file it with FBI. And if you can't do that, and you're too chicken shit to do that, I don't know what else to tell you, because I'm not filing charges for people, because over half the shit I've seen here lately, you know, either somebody's been hacked or has been impersonated. And there is another one that she gets by with it, but that's okay. But I called her a dumb little twit, which she is, because it pissed me off. I told her for fucking 4 days in a row to block a certain person, and she wouldn't do it. And she keeps saying she forces. Okay, well, I want you to understand what that word force means. Force means to physically restrain, to physically make you sit still, physically to do all that. Sit still, all that shit. You can't force anyone to do anything unless it's absolutely physical. You can't, just because somebody sends you a screenshot or sends you a message saying they're going to kill you, block them immediately. Automatically, that gets rid of your IP and they can't see it. So they can't do anything, all right? Automatically. Unless you hack. And he knows who I'm talking about. So he needs to quit getting the IP grabber and doing that shit. But you guys, stop it, man. It's not worth the time or day. You guys really pissed me off because, like I said, I went to the movies with my husband last night, and we come home. See, I put him in jail. Just to give you a little hint of what happened, I put his ass in jail. He got drunk and got stupid one night. This has been last year. But I did. I put him in jail. I don't care. You don't sit there and get drunk and being stupid. I'll throw your ass in jail. I don't care. Then I knocked the piss out of him to boot. So, he got what he deserved. But now he's out. He's in a place called work release. He has to stay there now until they decide to let him out. So anyway, he's not at home with me, but I have to go pick him up and do things with him anyway. However, that's not the point. The point is that I told you guys, I don't play. If I'm going to be dealt, if I'm going to be screwed with, I'm going to throw you in jail. I don't care. But you guys can't keep asking me to do favors for you all the time because I can't. Because I don't have all the information that I need anyway, just like there was a few screenshots I've seen. I want to know the backstory, and I want to know what happened after. Because if you don't have the parts in the story in between the part of the little screenshot that I get sent, I don't know what's going on. All I see is the screenshot. That doesn't prove shit to me. What led up to it? That's the most important part. What led up to that part? I get nothing. All I get is those one little screenshots. It don't amount to shit. I try to tell you guys that. It don't amount to anything because there's nothing there to really prove. Just because somebody said something doesn't mean that's what they actually mean, because there is a story behind it. And when you don't get it, then you can't really do much of it. Do much about it. Another thing that pisses me off, Rappless, I told you I was going to get a hold of the cops. I told you I was going to. And why you didn't believe me is beyond me. Told you I would, dude, and I did. And I'm still going to go talk to him some more, because there's some things I need to find out what I can do, besides just block you fools, to start getting some arrests made. I'm not playing with that either. I told you, I'm done. I am done. Like I said, so like I was explaining, when I was out with my husband last night, though, I come home after I dropped him off back at the little place that he has to be at because of part of his jail sentence. I come home, and I'll be damned if my phone didn't blow up like a bitch last night. And it pissed me off because I wanted to come home, watch a movie, lay here and eat on my bed, and go to bed, go to sleep. Because I had to get up about 4 this morning. Well, I was late getting up. I didn't get up till freaking 6. 2 hours late getting up, unfortunately. And that's because my phone was blowing up all night long over stupid shit. Over the same crap that we've all been over for the last several weeks. And what makes me even madder is that, all this shit can be avoided if you guys will quit calling each other names. Really. Quit calling each other pedos. Because I can start throwing that word out there too, and call you guys that, but that doesn't mean you are one. It doesn't mean just because you made a mistake and popped up to somebody about something like that, doesn't mean you are one. You got to get solid, and like I said, solid proof. And online, it's hard to do that because it has to be constant. It has to be a constant thing where this person's doing this to that person every freaking day and trying to lure them away from home. Okay, that's part of the big thing. That's what you don't get. And what makes me mad too is that there's none of that going on. That part of the concept has not been going on. And that's why what makes me really mad is because you guys want to nail people But then again, none of you want to stand up in the court of law to do anything about it. So, my number one thing is knock it off. And if shit comes up more than that, then, go after it because you got the right to. But you also got to consider the victim. If the victim's not in it, then you can't do anything. If the victim decides not to be there in court, there's not much you can do. See, the victim is a big part of the thing. Whenever you supposedly have a pedo online and they're doing that kind of crap, you have to have a victim. If you don't have a victim, you really can't do a whole hell of a lot because it has to be to a one person, not or several, but there has to be victim or victims, and nobody's willing to ever step forward. I have told them what they need to do when this shit happens. No one listens. Not one single friggin' person. The quote victim has to go to the police station, show them what's going on, let them read all the screenshots and all that kind of stuff, which they have to sit there and do that. The cops do. And all this other stuff. The first thing they'll tell you is to block them. Okay, well, that's fine and dandy. You can do that. Say they're a hacker and they get into your stuff and they do it again. Well, what you don't understand, though, is that they can still try to find that person. And that's what you guys aren't getting. And a lot of times, it's even hard to get those people, too, even if, God, even if they do have a lead. A lot of times they don't have leads, especially like on Discord and all that kind of stuff. Facebook is easy to do. The videos on YouTube is not too hard to do as far as that kind of stuff goes. But as far as Discord and Meet Me and places like that, it's harder to do because you can hide behind a screen name. Because most places want you to use your name, real name. But like a Discord and Meet Me and places like that, you can actually use a fake name, or you can use a fake name on any of the others I just mentioned too. But the bad part of it is, that's what makes it harder for cops to do anything. If there's no actual police reports filed, no charges can be pressed, they can't do anything, and all this other stuff. You can't get people busted like you guys want to do. You just can't do it. Another thing that bugs me too, when I say that I talk to cops, I do. A lot. I got a neighbor that is a former cop, but he still knows a lot of stuff, and I still talk to him all the time whenever. And then he'll direct me in the right direction where I need to go to talk to people. And we do have an online anti-bullying thing at our cop shop here in town. And I can go to them. But another one of my friends, he's a cop, but he also works at the public library, and all I have to do is go and talk to him. But what you don't understand, they can and will, if I decide to press charges on a few of you, that I can get your Discords pulled up. I can do a lot of that stuff. And you guys don't get that. But I don't want to press charges. I just want you to leave me alone about a lot of this stupid shit, because there is not much more that I can do. Alright? Because I don't have any information that I can give them. Another thing is that I was told today that somebody's got 567,000 dislike or hates on Discord. Well, if that's true, that person would be banned. That's 500,000 people. And I know damn good and well that is a lie. Because the person said he was checking files. People's files. Okay, what the hell's he doing checking people's files for? He doesn't know that many people. I already know that. I've been on his file. I've already been on it. He doesn't have that many people on there. So how? And he says everybody else does. No, this one person doesn't know that many freaking people. Hardly. Hell, I only know like about 20 of you. 20 maybe. 20 or 30 that's passed through. But you know something? You guys, this is what I'm saying though. You guys have got to stop this craziness, because it's not worth your time or your patience because of that reason. And that's something you don't seem to understand, is that, you can't do a whole lot unless you're willing to press the charges. You can't press charges. There's nothing they can do. Plain and simple. So let's get that one out of the way. Zero, I have a problem with you. I know you're using plugins to get into people's stuff, like an IP grabber and crap like that. And I heard my daughter was your next target. Let's not go there, youngin'. Let's not go there. Because, yeah, I know she got mad at you. But don't sub her to anything of yours, because that's what happened. She didn't sub to you or the other people that were on that stupid YouTube channel that you have. Draco, Anti-Draco and Anti-Draven Federation. She didn't sub to that, and neither did I, and I was pissed when I seen that. So I blocked it, which is no big deal. I don't care. What you don't understand, I don't, people try to get me mad at Draco and Draven all the time, but you don't see a side of them that I see, all right? There's a soft side of them. I talk to Draco all the time on the phone. All the time. It's an everyday occurrence. I talk to him on the phone. If I don't talk to him in the morning, I talk to him in the afternoon. If I don't talk to him in the morning, in the afternoon, I talk to him late in the evening after he gets off work or whatever. But that's something you guys don't get. There is a side to him that is really awesome, and you guys choose not to see it. But you guys want to sit there and tease him and pick on him and do all kinds of shit. And then he gets ratty ass mad. And then when he retaliates, then you guys want to fuck with him and say, oh, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. Well, guess what? This girl's been jumping his ass for everything he does wrong. Everything. I jumped Draven's ass too. So, because I've jumped those guys' asses a lot, I'm jumping all your asses. I'm not telling you what to do because I don't care what the fuck you do. But take this in stride. Knock it off. You guys wouldn't want somebody to sit there and call you freaking names every single day. You don't want people sitting there getting on your live chats or your live streams and stuff like that and sit there and cuss you out like a pig. Come on now. I see some live chats that or live streams that Draco's done, and yes, I've said things because what has been said has been things that other people bring up from the past. Okay, I'm going to tell you about that one. You cannot let a person have room to grow if you keep dogging them so bad that they wish they can never, you make them wish they can never get back up. You're going to make them wish they were in their grave, is what you're doing. Honestly, that's truth. When you keep dogging somebody, all they want to do is be depressed and, feel bad about themselves. They don't feel like nobody cares, nobody wants them around, this and that and all the other. And then they get to the point to where they're thinking suicide. Maybe if I commit suicide, I'd feel better. Because they're gone. They're dead. They won't feel no more pain. But you don't get, you could turn that situation around. Turn it around. If somebody gets mad at you, tell them to have a nice day anyway. It's what you're supposed to do. Because, whether you guys believe in God or not, I do. I mean, I honestly freaking do. And, I've been in situations like you guys have. I've been in a lot of situations like you guys have. But you don't understand that. Because you're not me. But what you don't get, just a simple, how are you doing? It opens up conversation. And you don't know if that other person's going to say something to where that you actually have that opportunity that God wants you to have and say something to them that could really make, really rock their world and make them happy and that they see better in themselves. See, that's what you guys, all you guys want to do is tear each other down. That's what makes me so mad. I get so sick of that. I have witnessed that firsthand for several weeks now. And it's been absolutely horrid. I'm to the point where I want to ban Discord because I'm done. I am. I have never seen so much hate between people in all my life. Ever. I've been online. I've been in arguments with a lot of people online. But you know something? I don't hate them. You guys use the word hate. That's a strong word. A very strong word. Yeah, I used it the other day or last night because Rapla started in on me about, well, they hate him. Okay, well, I can hate the people that hates him too. So, I hate 560-some-thousand people. Big fucking deal. I don't hate them. I really don't, because I don't know who he's talking about, because he didn't give me any names. See? That's another thing. Don't lie to me. I'll catch you. I will catch you in every freaking lie you ever tell me. I catch a lot of people in lies every freaking day, whether it be online or in real life. I catch it every single time. And I can always tell whether I'm online or whether I'm not. The people around me or the people I'm talking to who I can trust and who I can't. I can count on my hand 5 people that I can trust online. 5. One I can trust with my entire life. The other ones are close, but one I can trust with my life. So you see, you want friendships like that. You want friendships like that. Because as you get older and things get a little more screwier in this world, you'll want somebody to help want somebody to keep tabs on you, or you keep tabs on them to say, hey, how you doing, stuff like that. Oh, what you don't understand either, like I could walk outside today and go and get my car. In fact, I gotta go get my husband a little bit. But what you don't understand, I can walk out there to my car, get in it, or start to get in it, and a car comes flying around the corner. I live 3 houses away from the corner. Turn that corner and come barreling down the street at about 60 miles an hour. They lose control, they hit my car, they hit me, they automatically kill me. Okay, what then, guys? What then? What happens if I'm dead? I'm being serious. I mean, I'm not trying to do any of this to be mean and scary and all that kind of crap, but stop and think about it. I could be dead, and the thing of it is, who are you going to turn to? You've only got each other. Most of you won't talk to your parents. I know that. I know that for a fact. Because I keep telling you, go talk to your parents. Go talk to your parents. They won't understand. Well, make them understand. That's part of your job as a kid. Make them understand. Show them shit. If something bad happens online, show them. Let them read it. Because if it has to do with cops and stuff, you want them to read it. That's what you guys don't understand either. I'm not your mama. I'm Autumn's mom, and that's it. I'm Autumn's mom, and that's it. It really hurts my heart that you guys can't even go to your own parents and say, hey, Mom, Dad, this is what's going on. Can we talk about this? And then they'll give you their advice. Not too many parents get on here and do that with their kids. I do that with Autumn because she's autistic. We all know that. But what really breaks me down even more, though, is that all this shit could be avoided. All of it. Every single freaking bit of it could be avoided. All this fussing, fighting could be avoided. It really can. Because you have the power to turn that around. And that's what you don't get. You have the power to. If somebody says something hateful to you, say you fucking bitch, and say, hey, I know I am, but how are you doing? That turns it around. Okay? That turns it around because it throws it right back. As they say, it throws the basketball right back in their court. And what you don't understand, that could change somebody's attitude toward you immediately. Honestly. And that's the truth. Been there, done it. Lots of times. Threatening to kill people online and stupid stuff like that, that don't work either. It don't. It absolutely does not. It just makes the situation worse. But you know what? Autumn got threatened to be killed. Somebody did it on the screen. They sent me a screenshot, and it was on there at the very bottom of it. Because whomever sent the second screenshot didn't send all of the whole screenshot itself. All it said was, are you going to go, something about somebody killing Autumn. But I find out who said that. You need your tongue ripped out. You really do, or glued to the roof of your mouth so you can't talk again. Reason being is because you never say that to anybody. You're going to go kill them. And Draco, you're bad about that too. And I'm telling you that right now. That way everybody will know I'm bitching you out for it. Don't say that no more. And don't be calling people names either, because these people are not worth it. You know this. But I'm saying that you cannot go ahead and keep doing the shit that you're doing and think people won't retaliate, because God gives you the right to stand up for yourself. And I do it all the time. I get told that I'm unintelligent, that I'm an idiot, that I'm a moron, and all this other stuff. But you think that I really care what that person thinks? No, I don't. Because if I cared, I'd be throwing a hissy fit over it. I don't care. Let them think what they want, because then when they get in trouble about something, they come running back to me and say, "What do I do? What do I do?" You know? So, I just want you guys to understand I'm not mad at nobody. I don't hate nobody, but I want this stuff to stop. I really do. I don't want my phone blown up anymore, having hissy fits over every little freaking thing. And like I said, Zero, you're one of them that I want to talk to and find out what's going on with you and why you're doing the things that you're doing, because it's absolutely crazy. You know, eventually you can get yourself in trouble, and I don't want to see that to happen to you either. So, anyway, I'm going to end this. You guys take care. Hoping you guys have a good evening. See ya.